Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion. And today, if you have any leakage when you cough or sneeze or any activities, this workout is really going to help you. We're doing a nice core and pelvic floor. They all work together, so we're working all those muscles to help support all that stuff inside. You will need a mat, or you can do this on your bed, and a pillow. So let's get started. All right, starting off on our backs, think about engaging in through those deep abdominal muscles. So it's a gentle belly button pull in. You can start out with a Kegel if you feel like you can do that also. You're gonna think about as you take a nice breath in and fill up that belly, you'll exhale, and then again, it's tighten those abdominals, and then think about drawing those pelvic floor muscles up and in. I'll link a video to help you with that too if you need a little extra help. You also want to make sure you keep breathing, right? So this is step one for all of these exercises. Let go of that Kegel and reset any time that you need to. You want to try not to tense everything up. So you can even just do that throughout the day, right? In any position. But for this workout, if you can do that Kegel, great. If not, at least engage through those abdominal muscles. We're going to add a little march here. Remember, you're just following along, so you don't even have to count. You can if you want to, because I'm a terrible counter. I'm going to keep my hands on my hips so that I make sure I'm not tilting those hips. You make sure too. And you want to make sure of that so that all those muscles are working to stabilize the pelvis like they need to. We're going to do 20 total. So here's 8, 9, 10. You don't have to hold your hands there the whole time, but you can if you want to, if you're not sure if things are staying nice and steady. Here's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, don't forget the breathing, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, from here, if you can tuck that tailbone under, do it. If not, don't worry about it. If it bothers your back at all, press those hands down. We're gonna lift those buns up, lifting as high as you can without arching through the spine or the rib cage. We're gonna do 10 like this, and then we're holding that bridge up and grabbing our pillow. If you happen to have some extra tightness around the hips, around that pelvis, this is a great time to use the Derma Edge before you get started, just to kind of loosen things up. And I will link that for you guys as well. So extra squeeze of those butt cheeks at the top too helps. So glutes, abs, and pelvic floor working here. If you happen to have prolapse, this is using gravity to help kind of pull things back in. So this is an awesome one to do a few times during the day, especially towards the end of the day when things start to feel heavier. We've got one more to go, and then you're gonna grab your pillow. All right. So pillow's gonna go in between those knees. You're gonna stay up in that bridge, and we're gonna add a little squeeze in with those knees. So obviously you're squeezing the whole time to not let the pillow drop, but we're extra squeezing now. And we're gonna do 15 of these. So now using those inner thighs also, which again, all just play a role in that core and supporting everything. So support the openings from leaking out basically, and also support our spine. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to get rid of the pillow because we're done with it for now. It's satisfying to throw. Stay in this position. You're going to open one knee up without tilting and bring it right back in. So engaging in through those deeper abs a little bit more, and even those outer hip muscles. Again, we have deep rotators in the hip, which attach right in the same spot as some of those pelvic floor muscles. So really important to work on as well. We're going to get 10 on each side. So here's 6. Don't dip, don't arch. 7, or at least try not to. 8, 9, and my foot is rolling out a little bit too at the same time. And switch to the other side. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you don't have to hold that Kegel the whole time. Do what you can. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, bringing those buns back down to earth again. We're gonna go right onto our side. Starting rolled all the way onto that hip. my skirt. I do have shorts on under here, but it's rolling. You want to make sure that when you look down, you can see probably your feet and your toes, but you don't want to see much more than that. Otherwise, it means your legs are probably too far forward. We're going to use more of the hip flexor than these side butt muscles. So from here, you're going to turn those toes down just a touch, aiming towards that heel, and then we're lifting straight up. This again just helps to isolate in through that glute medius and minimus a little bit too. So there's 3. We're going to do 10 of these, and then you're going to hold that leg up there. 5, 6, 7. Try not to smush anything down onto the mat either. 9. Like I always say, your favorite cupcake is there. Here's 10. Okay, now you're going to take, and you're actually, look how little motion I have. That should make you guys feel better. You're going to rotate that foot up to the sky without rolling backwards. So again, remember, those deep hip rotators make a big difference in supporting that pelvis, including even the piriformis, which we've often heard with piriformis syndrome. Helps support the spine, helps support the pelvis. Pelvic floors work together with it because of where they attach. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, my goodness, and 10. Okay, you're going to bend this one. You can either place it behind or in front of you, kind of whatever's more comfortable for your body. Just again, try not to roll. Bottom leg's going to lift now for 20 to get that inner thigh a little bit more. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more, and then we're switching to the other side. 10, 9, 8, even this leg's working. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, switch to the other side. And then we have a couple on our hands and knees, and we're done. All right. Same idea. Make sure you're in the right position. Torso lifted, legs straight. Aim towards that heel. Turn that foot down and lift. Here's 2, 3. Remember, after 10, we're holding it there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we'll just rotate as best as you can, that foot up towards the ceiling. Obviously, it's a small motion. You guys may, again, have better motion than I do too, and that's awesome. 5, 6, 7, 8. Even this bottom leg is working still. 9, and 10. All right, I'm going to cross it in back just so you can see what that looks like. And let's lift 20 on that bottom leg. Again, try not to lean back, which I just did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm squeezing my hands. Try not to do that either. 12, 13, everything else loosey-goosey. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, on those hands and knees or that quadruped position, starting with a traditional bird dog. So opposite arm and leg, we're gonna do 10 total and then add on. As you're doing this, make sure that you're not arching or again, tipping. Do the best you can to stay nice and steady. That's 6. 7, working through the spine, working through the abs. 2 more like this. Awesome. Okay, we're adding on. So starting out with that bird dog, and now add that little bit of a crunch so that knee and that elbow come towards one another. We're going to stay on one side, so 10 on each side. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more to go on this side, 8, and my foot was about to cramp, 9, that's why I just moved my toes, and 10. All right, switch sides and then we're done. So here we go, and crunch. I say here we go a lot today. We're really going. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5. This side does not have as much movement as the other side does. 6, 7, 8. 2 more to go. 9 and 10. Nice job.